Welcome to the EA Sports Tournament of Legends. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's our tournament bracket. We've got two very good small forwards here tonight that'll be matched up against one another. Number 4 is one of the best three-point shooters I've seen in a while. He's really fun to watch when he gets it going.
On the other side, we've also got a great shooter who loves shooting that three ball.
Well, partner, I say let's get to the action on the court, and we'll see how this one plays out. All right, buckle up, folks. Here we go. Tip-off of the first half starts us off. They work it around the perimeter.
It's a human eraser. I love shot blockers. They add such a dimension to your team. Nothing but nylon. Nice, smooth, turnaround jumper. The only negative, he's falling away. If he misses, he's got no rebounding ability.
They're going to call this one a backcourt violation, Dick.
You can't make mistakes like that too often, Brad.
Everybody into the act right now, and you can tell by the cheerleaders on the sideline how things are going.
Isn't that what makes college so special? The enthusiasm of the cheerleaders, the mascot, everybody involved.
Here comes the ball screen, looking for a good shot. Looks at the three. Can't get it to go. Jackson handles the pass. Moving it around the perimeter. He shoots from right of the circle. Nope. Tough defensive rebound.
Fill the lanes. That's the only way they'll be able to get some fast break opportunities.
Trying to pack it inside.
He almost found himself in some trouble there, Brad.
Got it. The power forward takes the pass. Kicks it out. He rejects it. Rose is spent right now emotionally, Dick.
Brad, I see a young man who's struggling at both ends of the court.
Head receives the ball. The Fighting Illini have got to continue to get him the ball.
They need to keep feeding him the ball. It's simple.
Cross court. From three-point land. There was no doubt about that one. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
There's a slam.
Great execution. That's offensive efficiency at its best.
Jackson handles the pass. Working it around the perimeter. He blocks the shot. Brown receives the ball. For two. The lay-in.
That was absolutely phenomenal.
And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
Hey, currently the tempo is definitely on the high side, Brad.
They'll work it around the arc. He takes the open jumper. He buried that one from way deep. Inside. From beyond the arc. Comes up empty. King handles the feed. Looking for a good shot. For the bucket. Perfectly executed. Williams handles the feed. They get that rejected. On the outside. They get an open three. Not this time. Head handles the feed. Fed the low block. With the J.
In and out with tough luck.
Rose receives the ball. Here comes a pick.
Hey, ball screens are such an important part of the game these days. Guys are so creative when it comes to using that ball screen.
And our trifecta for the night. Aaron Andrews on the sideline with Dick Vitale. I'm Brad Nessler. Nice to have you along with us. Goes up for two. Up and in. What kind of player do you need in order to play up-tempo, Dick?
They sure are. They like to recruit athletes, mainly guys who can get out and run, fill the lanes, and pressure opponents.
He gets the rejection as we continue to track the game's tempo.
Quick shots, Brad. That's why the tempo gauge is where it's at.
Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. They're off into transition.
Good drive right there. Good penetration.
Time to pick up the defense here now. Gets up to make the block. The ball goes out of bounds. I've seen you out there with pom-poms, Mr. Vitale, but not looking that good.
I'll tell you what, don't look that good. I can't dance like that, baby.
There's a whistle and a foul on the inside.
What a great job of putting the ball to the floor and attacking the basket, taking advantage of a slow post play.
This one's coming in from the baseline. For the bucket, the lay-in. So we get another look. On the dribble, gives it up. On the shot clock. He attempts the three, and they don't score there either. Pushes it up. Baseline jumper, knocks it down.
What a great touch. Good baseline drive, squared his body well. Here comes some pressure.
Pull-up jumper, left side, off the mark. He tries the jumper.
Hey, when are these guys going to be able to make a shot?
Williams receives the pass. King comes up with it. Rose receives the ball. From the baseline, the missed shot. On the elbow, they feed down to the low block. Unloaded Loads a three. Gets it to go. Gave it up. Tries for two. Off the rim and no good.
If substitutions aren't made in the near future, I can guarantee you that there will be some missed shots and silly mistakes.
Goes up for two. Perfectly executed. They're whistled for a backcourt violation.
Those kinds of mistakes kill momentum opportunities.
Riley comes in for his first go-around tonight, Dick.
I'll tell you, the offense doesn't miss a beat when this guy comes in.
Let's go courtside. What do you got for us, Aaron?
Well, Brad, in regards to our player matchup, the coaching staff has expected it to be evenly matched up across the board all night long. But you wonder, who's going to be the first one to throw the punch?
All right, thanks, Aaron. Aaron Andrews, our sideline correspondent. I'll let you know that with an additional insight there.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
10 seconds to get it off. Tries to turn, and the defense comes up with a play.
What a terrific play to stop that spin move.
Looks at a three. Nice shot. The Fighting Illini are an up-tempo team, Dick. What are the components that make up a good up-tempo team?
Up-tempo teams are all about speed and athleticism. Players who can play up-tempo and maintain a high skill level are unique and highly sought after.
They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in, then a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Oh, and you can see the frustration as he picks up the foul.
Oh, that's a bad foul right there, Brad.
Ball coming in from the sideline. They work the perimeter.
Great anticipation defensively.
Cross court. Puts up the J. They get it to go. For two. Number two takes the feed. For the bucket. Way off target. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
Hey, Brad, that doesn't surprise me. The pace has been quite hectic.
Kicks it out. Tries for two. Off the rim and no good. The point guard takes the feed.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
Tries to turn, and the defense comes up with a play.
What a terrific play to stop that spin move.
He tries to knock down the three. Off the mark. Up and in. The Fighting Illini are all about running and pushing the tempo, aren't they, Dick?
One thing which stands out in my mind is the type of defense they play. Often up-tempo teams press, trap, and disrupt the offense at every chance they get.
Number three handles the feed. They look to get it to the inside. Goes up for two. The lay-in. Now they work it around the perimeter. Fires from long range. I'm not sure that's who you want shooting the three.
Brad, I can guarantee you that he's not the guy they want shooting the ball.
Looking to move it around the perimeter. for two. He hits the tough shot.
I'll tell you, he's knocking him down with ease, Brad.
They go into the low block. Tries to turn, and the defense comes up with a play.
What a terrific play to stop that spin move.
And a momentary look from three-point land. He tries to beat the clock. Off the mark. There's the tempo for the game thus far.
It's definitely been a slower-paced game, Brad. Very few opportunities to push the ball. Coming inside.
That's good defense there, Dick.
Hey, Brad, despite being posted up, he was able to maintain ground and be in position to block that shot.
The shooting guard with the ball. With the jumper. Not a whole lot of luck getting the baskets to fall lately, Dick.
They definitely aren't getting the bounces right now.
Riley receives the pass.
Look at that spacing.
That spin move not successful, Dick.
I tell you, great job by the defense not allowing him to make that turn.
Let's check in with Erin Andrews and what she's got in store for us. Erin?
The sideline has been trying to get the team to play more up-tempo. The coaches feel that this is the style that they need to play and will work for them. Definitely something for us to track moving forward. Brad?
Erin Andrews, our sideline correspondent, as usual, providing that extra bit of insight.
Coming inside.
For the bucket. Up and in. Timeout on the floor. They'll talk things over. There's a bad pass right to the defender. On the outside. Tries for two. Howard is really turning some heads right now. He's on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Williams receives the pass. Goaltending called. Boy, assisted turnover ratios are big, and that's a big turnover.
I'll tell you, they're turning the ball over too often. You can't win when you do that.
Jackson receives the pass. On the dribble, gives it up. Takes the medium-range jumper. They got it. He takes the shot from the baseline. Nails the jumper. In terms of balanced teams, what might we expect from them game to game, Dick?
Brad, they like to balance the top. They don't feel like they can always play up-tempo or always play in the half court. Therefore, they mix it up and do a little bit of both. I think this style works for them.
The center with the ball. Scorches the net with a J. Pushes it up. Here's a nice face-up down on the low block.
Oh, he did a great job face-up and then just attacked them and took it to the basket.
Working around the perimeter. He makes the block. The lane.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. For the bucket. Up and in. He'll take the shot. He makes the shot. Gave it up. They go with the entry pass on the post. Turnaround jumper.
I tell you, what a nice turnaround jump shot. Soft as velvet, fading away, impossible to block.
Kicks it out.
Hey, Brad, that young man is really skilled. He can play with his back to the basket or by facing up in the post. It makes him very difficult to stop. He's got great balance inside and outside.
Weber handles the pass. Nice move with the face-up.
I'll tell you one thing, Brad, I like guys that are versatile in that post. Facing up is a way to take advantage of three basic moves.
Tries for two. The Fighting Illini have a hot hand right now that's scoring for them at the moment.
They need to keep feeding him the ball. It's simple.
Goes up for two. Way off target. Brown receives the pass. They work it around the perimeter.
A little frustration right there.
Rose receives the pass. Down inside. Now the turnaround jumper.
Nothing but nylon. Nice smooth turnaround jumper. The only negative, he's falling away. If he misses, he's got no rebounding ability.
For two. The lay-in.
We got to see that one again.
With the big shot. Misses on a chance for three. At halftime, the Fighting Illini are behind by 3. If you missed the play of the half, here's another look. Dick, in terms of our points of emphasis, what's happening out there, or maybe better yet, what's not happening?
These kids know what they do well and don't do well. It's up to them to do the things which makes them successful, Brad. They're not executing on the items which define their style of play.
All right then, Mr. Vitale, let's see what changes will be made for the second half. Illinois has struggled to control the boards in that first half, Dick.
They're not playing with the same intensity and passion that I've grown accustomed to seeing. The coaching staff must be a wee bit worried about what is going on with their squad.
Dick, two great players now heading into the second half. We watched them through the first half, and they played it pretty dead even. We'll see what happens here in the second half.
I tell you, there's no doubt they're PTPers. They're prime-time performers. They like the big moment, and they make big plays.
A little two-man action. Looking for a good shot. 10 on the shot clock. For the bucket. Perfectly executed. Tries for two. Up and in.
Look at that. That's unbelievable, baby.
Moving it around the perimeter. Takes the jumper. Missed the jumper. On the dribble, gives it up. Now looking for the ball screen, Dick.
Hey, the two-man game, Brad. So many teams incorporated into their scheme because it works.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Open shot. He misses badly on that three-point attempt. Working it around the perimeter. Goes up for two. Perfectly executed. They'll work it around the arc. On the shot clock. The point guard takes the feed. Puts up the jumper. The two balls good. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
That stat doesn't surprise me, Brad. The pace of the game has been pretty slow.
And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
The lay-in. Check out the replay, Dick. Definitely worth being part of our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Talk about highlight material, Mr. Nessler. That's a strong candidate for our Pontiac game-changing performance.
The power forward takes the feed. Looking for a good shot. On the shot clock. Gave it up. He launches the bomb. He seems determined to take the tough shot.
But they're not falling, and the offense is being totally taken out of sync.
For two. Up and in. Who will win the battle of tempos here tonight? That's what we want to know right now, Dick.
Well, Brad, controlling the tempo can be very difficult, especially for the entire game. But if you stick with your strengths and make changes when needed, winning becomes a lot easier.
Cross court. For the bucket. He gets another one to go.
This is a shooting clinic, my friend.
Tries for two. 10 on the shot clock. Pushes it up. Goes up for two. The lay-in. Pushes it up. Goes up with it. The missed shot. Up and in. Howard handles the feed. And he'll kick it back outside for two. Perfectly executed. All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Well, Brad and Dick, as you know, points in the paint is a stat that coaches will readily look at, comparing their team's dominance in this category with opposition's. Establishing that inside presence is an important facet of consistent success.
I think she's right about that, Richie.
I'll tell you, Ern's exactly right. Post play is essential if you're going to be effective.
For the bucket. The lay-in. On the outside. Tries and has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
You start comparing these backcourts, Dick. What are your impressions so far?
You know, well, for me, Brad, good guard play will take you a long ways. If you think about teams in the past, they all have good guards who can apply good ball pressure, attack off the dribble, and distribute the ball. I can't emphasize enough how important backcourt play is.
How do you slow these guys up?
They've got to start hitting some shots on their own.
Now trying to feed the low block. Ball comes back out from the post.
I tell you, Brad, you got to have a post player that anticipates and knows how to find the open man.
The shot's off target. Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Goes up. A lot of people can't hit that shot anymore, Dick. That 10, 12-foot shot.
Yeah, the medium-range shot is an extension.
Augustine handles the pass. Dumps it in. Stolen away.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Goes up for two. Perfectly executed. Pushes it up.
That was really a nonchalant pass. Get that sucker out of the game, man.
That is a dagger in the heart, that shot, Dick.
Hey, they lost focus here. They need a timeout to regroup, Brad.
They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Fast break possibility coming. Passes it out of the trap. Rose receives the pass. Ten seconds to put up a shot. Powell picks up the foul. First team foul. Let's go to the third member of our broadcast team. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Brad and Dick, not too many differences between these two players. Seems as though they're almost canceling each other out on the floor. This now could come down to which team is stronger.
Thanks, Aaron. Our trusty sideline reporter, Aaron Andrews, keeping everyone on their toes there on the sideline. He makes it. Who'll be able to use their tempo and come out with a win here, Dick?
Well, it all comes down to execution. If you can put points on the board playing your style, your opponent will have to make adjustments that may affect their tempo and what they will do well.
Let's get back out on the floor. Picks off the lazy pass. They work the perimeter. escapes a trap.
Right around the trap.
There's a nice block from behind, Dick.
Yeah, that's good timing for the defense.
Up and in. We take a look here at each team's tempo, Dick.
Hey, the key to this game is not just who will set the tempo, but who can control it throughout the game.
The ball goes out of play. So they'll inbound on the near sideline. That spin move not successful, Dick.
I tell you, great job by the defense, not allowing them to make that turn.
Ball comes back out from the post.
I tell you, Brad, you got to have a post player that anticipates and knows how to find the open man.
Goes up for two. The lay-in. There's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
A snail's pace, Brad. That's the tempo of this game. But if that's your philosophy, so be it.
Rejects it. Cross court. Picks off the pass. Number 52 gets the ball. He shoots the jumper. Off the mark. Up and in.
Great defensive play. Anticipated well. When you're an anticipator, you got a chance to do well. A lot of guys, they're reactors. If you're a reactor, you're one step behind the action. I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
Swatted from behind.
Never saw him coming, Brad. They just keep shutting the door.
Number 3 handles the pass. Now they work it around the perimeter. He launches a 3. No good. The lay-in. Well, whose team tempo will win out? That's the question right here, Dick.
You know, Brad, tempo is always important. Every team has their philosophy, and it's up to the players to follow the game plan.
He's going to see this guy to sleep tonight, Dick.
He's already living a nightmare, Brad.
For the bucket. Up and in. Number 00 receives the pass. Picked out of the air. Tries for 2. The lay-in. Williams receives the pass. Trying to pack it inside. On the shot clock. Goes up for 2. Perfectly executed.
Great composure to pass it despite the trap, Brad.
Up and in. For 2. The lay-in. Dickey's still applying great pressure on the dribbler. Goes up with a shot. The Wolverines have found a player who cannot seem to miss, Dick.
Daddy's on fire.
That spin move not successful, Dick.
I tell you, great job by the defense, not allowing them to make that turn.
Turnaround jumper. Strong rebound.
Once you get that board, you've got to be looking up court.
Kicks it out. He attempts the jump shot and come up short. The small forward handles the pass. Looking to move it around the perimeter. He pulls up with a jumper. He's good for another score.
Hands in his face. Any time now, boys?
On the dribble, gives it up. From left of the circle. Missed the jumper. Fed the low block. Gets the feed down low. Now the turnaround jumper. He grabs the board. Gave it up. With the jump hook.
I'll tell you, great job protecting the basketball, getting deep post position, and the jump hook is so effective.
As we continue to track the game's tempo.
Two teams who are picking and choosing when they want to push the ball, Brad.
The point guard with the ball. And a momentary look from three-point land. It might be.
Great shot block right there. Had some good movement on the offensive side. Up and inside.
Jumped in front to take it away. The Fighting Illini are on the run.
That's a basket off the break, baby.
From three-point territory. Comes up short. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
The quick shots, Brad. That's why the tempo meter is where it's at.
For the bucket. Up and in. Number 52 gets the pass. Trying to feed the low block. Tries for two. The lay-in. Number 00 handles the pass.
Slam jam them, up and away, the elevator man, they love it.
There's the tempo for the game thus far.
A little half-court action, a little fast breaking, Brad. As a result, we have a balanced tempo reading.
Nice move with the face-up.
I'll tell you one thing, Brad, I like guys that are versatile in that post. Facing up is a way to take advantage of three basic moves.
Goes up for two. Up and in.
Spacing.
Now the high screen for two. The lay-in. Inside. And his shot rejected. Up and in.
Up and inside.
And the ball goes out of bounds. As we now take a look at our bench score.
Hey, Brad, getting productivity from your bench is always so beneficial. You rarely see good teams win with poor bench production. It means you're a deeper team, it helps your rotation, you can overcome injuries, and you become multi-dimensional. The list of advantages goes on and on and on.
On the outside, 10 on the shot clock. They're working around the perimeter. Gets the feed down low. Now the turnaround jumper. Shot clock is dead. Number 55 receives the pass. Tries for two. Off the rim and no good. Number 2 takes the pass.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Any final thoughts regarding the points of emphasis, Dick?
Brad, it's all about solid game plan. Teams who come prepared and know what the important points are will be successful more times than not. Having skilled players on your roster helps, but by no means isn't mandatory.
Playing within yourself and your abilities is what it's all about. We say it time and time again. Dick, we know the TV business, you've got to have marquee matchups, but it's still about team basketball.
Well, that's how you win. You got to execute as a team. You got to make sure the right people shoot the shot. And I'll tell you, the PTPers are responding, but they're responding within a team concept.
Illinois gets blown out.
This is a surprise since the two teams were so evenly matched.
It's been a fun game, and as always, my partners alongside have enjoyed you being with us. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler. Good night, everybody. Welcome to the EA Sports Tournament of Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, the Elite Eight. Tonight should be a good one as we've got two excellent centers that'll be battling it out down low. Number 21 makes it clear who's the leader out there.
Starting across from him tonight will be another great player that knows how to run a squad out there. It should be a great matchup throughout the night.
All right, there you have it. Let's get to the action, see what's in store for us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we go.
And the first half is underway, baby.
There he is, strips the ball loose.
Now in transition. Pushes it up. Ten seconds to shoot. Goes up for two. Perfectly executed.
Very soft defensively, no pressure on the basketball.
And with that, there's going to be some open jumpers if they don't pick up defensively. Here comes the ball screen for two. He can't get the bucket to fall. They're working around the perimeter. Turns it over. For the bucket. The layup.
Look at that. That's unbelievable, baby.
Number 40 takes the pass. Looking for a good shot. Tries for two. And in and out. Moving it around the perimeter.
He didn't have the good angle. They should have got it to him about a second earlier. Wow, what hops, baby, what hops.
The man asking for a screen here.
Hey, whether it ends up in a roll or fade, it's well-executed two-man game is always a treat to watch.
The power forward receives the pass.
High post screen.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
10 on the shot clock. Jumper nails the J. Coach making a call from the sideline. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
These teams are selectively pushing the ball and looking for transition opportunities.
Kicks it out. Goes up for two. Perfectly executed. Working it around the perimeter. For two. It'd be nice if he could get some assistance out there. That young man is doing it all for his team right now.
Right now, it's a one-man show. The other players need to step up.
Number 10 takes the pass. For the bucket. The Cardinals have got to continue to get him the ball.
They need to keep feeding him the ball. It's simple.
They'll work it around the arc. From the baseline. And come up short. Number 13 handles the feed. Looking for a good shot. Count's getting high. .10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Nice to have you along with us tonight. Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews alongside. I'm Brad Nessler. We got a good one going. Here's a block from behind.
My man was on a mission.
Number 10 handles the feed. That spin move's not going to work against a defense like that.
I tell you, they did a great job scouting post play because they were really anticipating the spin.
10 seconds to put up a shot. Tries for two. Way off target. On the outside. And there's a lazy pass. It's stolen away. Turnover. Will it turn into two the other way? Both teams looking to get things going here. The power forward with the ball. Pushes it up. Jumper. Strokes the two. The shooting guard gets the pass. He rejects it. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. And he goes with a spin.
I tell you, feel the defensive player on your hip, going one way, and you spin back the other way.
Cross court. Boy, terrible execution on offense.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Ten on the shot clock. Number 34 with the ball. This team right now just lighting it up from everywhere.
Hey, they're finding each other in rhythm with their passing, Brad. That makes a huge difference in how shooters shoot.
For two. Up and in. The small forward receives the ball.
Hey, these guys are starting to look tired, Brad.
For the bucket. Perfectly executed. Pushes it up. The Cardinals are considered pretty balanced, I think, when talking about their style of play. Wouldn't you say, Dick?
You know, balanced teams will definitely give you a combination of the two styles. Some teams will play up-tempo on offense and be half-court oriented at the defensive end. Other balanced teams may play in the half-court offensively and really look to pressure their opponents in the full court.
They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in and a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Tries for two. They still don't score. They work the perimeter. Goes up for two. Can't get the shot to drop.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
For two. Misses from in close. Off the rim and no good. The lay-in. Number 10 receives the pass. Now they work it around the perimeter. For the bucket. Up and in. The Cardinals roster includes a number of skilled freshmen.
Brad, a sign of a good program is their recruiting class. This team did a great job in signing these budding stars.
They go into the low block. Tries for two. Perfectly executed. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Goes up for two. Number 10 is feeling it right now.
Brad, he's on fire.
Cross court. He takes the shot off the baseline. Missed the jumper. Now let's take a look here at the tempos for both these teams tonight.
Well, it looks like both of them are going to be battling to see who can control the tempo and put pressure on the opponent.
That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot.
And a momentary look from three-point land. On the shot clock. They go with the entry pass on the post. Turnaround jumper. Snatches it away.
As soon as you get that defensive rebound, you should be looking to push the ball.
For two. The lay-in. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
We've seen a combination of both short and long possessions here, Brad. Nothing wrong with that if that's your team's ideal style of play.
Well, let's check in with Erin Andrews and what she's got in store for us. Erin?
Well, guys, the difference in scoring jumps out at me. It's a matter of one guy focusing and taking advantage of his shot opportunities, and he's making the most of it.
All right, thanks, Erin. Thanks, EA, our third member of our team, providing that additional insight. Number 12 takes the pass. Cross court. The skip pass is picked off. And we got a whistle and a foul. Number 50 sees his first action of the day.
Man, I love to watch this kid play, Brad. He's the type of player who knows how to really lift the team.
Dump it inside.
And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that blocked shot.
Number 2 handles the pass.
Look at that spacing.
For the bucket, perfectly executed.
Dump it inside.
With the block. Who will be able to use their tempo and come out with a win here, Dick?
Well, it all comes down to execution. If you can put points on the board playing your style, your opponent will have to make adjustments that may affect their tempo and what they will do well.
On the outside, 10 seconds on the clock. They go with the entry pass on the post. Turnaround jumper. Now the rebound.
Getting that quick outlet pass is so important for the fast break.
On the dribble, gives it up. He shoots from the top of the circle. The friendly bounces aren't going their way at the moment, Dick.
They need to get some easier looks, Brad.
They're working around the perimeter. That spin move's not going to work against this defense.
That's a no-no, baby. Defensive player beats him to the spot. Let's see that up close. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps.
Pull-up jumper, left side.
They're going to find a way to get some easy buckets to get their confidence back, Brad.
Absolutely. They got to get it going here. The shooting guard with the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Now the turnaround jumper. The Cardinals have a hot hand right now that's scoring for them at the moment.
They need to keep feeding the ball. It's simple.
Well, Dick, it's always important to come out of a timeout with a game plan, I think.
You know, very important. It's a chance to get your team on the same page, talk about what's happened previously and what's about to happen in the future. I hate it when teams come out of a timeout unorganized and without a plan.
Well, we'll see if they've decided to go in another direction with things right here, Dick.
It wouldn't kill them to get a little diversity in their play right now.
Looking for a good shot. He tries a jump hook.
Another brick, baby. Building a new arena.
Number 20 takes the feed. Moving it around the perimeter. Open for a shot. The missed shot. The point guard takes the feed. Goes up for two. Up and in. The power forward takes the pass. Perfectly executed. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
And the ball goes out of play. And that's one too many turnovers.
Yeah, those turnovers are really a nightmare, especially when they lead to layups.
Working it around the perimeter. He shoots from the top of the key. Missed it.
Opportunity for 2 for 1.
Number 22 gets the pass. Gave it up. He shoots from the elbow.
I wish somebody would knock down a jumper. Hey, that guy had 1,400 on his boards. And look at him running out there like a wacko. Oh, man. Look at that wacko.
The Cardinals have found a player who cannot seem to miss, Dick.
Brad, he's on fire.
They'll work it around the arc. Lets it fly. Not this time. At the half, the Cardinals are up by 7. Let's take a look back and watch the play of the half. At halftime, Dick, what about those points of emphasis?
These players know their strengths and weaknesses, and up until this point, they haven't played to their strengths. Very poor job thus far of delivering on the points I brought up early.
It's all about doing what you do well, isn't it, Dick? It's such a simple concept. Let's see how these guys do in the second half. Louisville shot lights out from the floor in the first half.
I'll tell you, they executed exactly the way the coaching staff envisioned in their game plan. Huge credit goes to the players for making it happen on the floor.
Dick, we're heading into the second half, and our player matchup, it's going about the way we thought it would.
Well, they're really doing a great job. Both guys getting good shots, really making them count, and really their teammates are getting them the ball at the right time.
Perfectly executed. For 2. The lay-in. All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
The Cardinals have done a fantastic job of boxing out and rebounding at the defensive end. Dick, you mentioned earlier that this key would be vital to the team's success. So far, so good. However, the coaching staff was also quick to tell the players that only one half of basketball has been played. The great rebounding must continue. Brad?
Thanks, Aaron. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Bust the jumper. On the dribble, gives it up. Pressure's getting to him. Ten seconds to get it off.
Trying to go inside.
Blocked. Nice job defensively. Gave it up. For the bucket. Up and in. Number 3 is called for the foul. First personal foul. Dick, you know, we always like comparing positions and specific matchups. What are your thoughts about the backcourt matchup so far?
Hey, Brad, sometimes comparisons can be misleading. If your backcourt is weaker, then you just hope to contain your opponent's guards. Keep them in check. If you have strong backcourt play, you must attack and exploit any mismatches.
Oh, and he's not going to be happy with that call.
Well, it's a silly foul right there, but look at his face. His facial expression tells it all.
On the elbow, they feed down to the low block.
He saw that developing.
He was right there when the ball left his hand. A little two-man action.
He wants it.
He's asking for it on the low block, and they don't get it to him. Got to give that 5-second call to the defense. Looking for a good shot. On the shot clock. Kicks it out. Puts up the J. Gets the J to fall. On the outside. And this one's going to be a backcourt violation.
Got to make good decisions with the ball, Brad.
Steals a pass. Number 21 gets the pass. Cross court. 10 on the shot clock. Number 13 with the ball. On the dribble, gives it up. He lets it go. Off the mark. The small forward takes the feed. Tries for two. Perfectly executed. Might be a ball screen here, Dick.
Well, you got to use that screen. Hey, how the dribbler uses the screen is important in a pick and roll situation.
Gave it up. On the shot clock. He comes up empty. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc, looking for the open jumper. Tries the three ball, scorches the net. They're going to put a stop to this run momentarily with a timeout, Dick.
Hey, it's good they did. Things aren't going the way they want right now. They've got to weather the storm.
They'll throw this one in from the side. Goes up for two. The lay-in.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
He intercepts it. On the dribble, gives it up. turnaround jumper. They'll get another chance, Dick. Up and in. Point guard takes the pass. Gave it up. Gets the feed down low. Now the turnaround jumper.
I tell you, what a nice turnaround jump shot. Soft as velvet, fading away, impossible to block.
The small forward with the ball. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in.
That one's blocked from behind.
Great rotation by the D. I love it.
The small forward handles the feed. They work the perimeter. For two, perfectly executed.
Number 22, 42, number 3.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
For the bucket, the lay-in. Pushes it up. He can't get any more open than that. He misses from downtown. Scores it. The small forward takes the feed. Tries for two. Doesn't go. Now they work it around the perimeter. He gets the rejection. Up and in. The point guard with the ball.
Hey, they're going to have to watch that. Fatigue will make players do some silly things.
He's going nowhere. Ball stolen. It's going the other way. That's where it's going.
Turnover city, baby. Got to eliminate those turnovers.
The small forward with the ball. Looking to move it around the perimeter. For the bucket. The lay-in. Tries for two. Up and in. And a momentary look from three-point land. Unloads. Off the mark with that shot. The shooting guard handles the feed.
Dump it inside.
Goes up for two. Can't make the easy one.
Look at that spacing. That was a great effort right there, trying to play that passing lane, anticipating really well.
On the dribble, gives it up for two. Perfectly executed. Check it out here, a nominee for our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Up and inside.
Now he faces up on the low block.
I think it's great when you got a post player that can face up on a defensive player and attack the basket.
Gave it up. Takes his jumper. Good for two. The center with the ball. There's a high percentage shot.
Wow, what hops, baby, what hops.
In terms of balanced teams, what might we expect from them game to game, Dick?
They try to really get balanced in that they'll get some points with tempo by creating a little fast pace and then slow it down and executing their half-court set, getting high percentage shots.
He's all alone. He gets it to fall. On the outside. He takes the wide open shot. He buries the tray. This one is shaping up to be a barn burner, Dick.
At this point in the game, clock management and execution are really important. The team that does these things well will win, I guarantee it.
Intercepted. They work it around the perimeter. He rejects it. Sweet-looking shot.
He is super. He really is.
Great defense.
Oh, what a great job transition. Offense. Poor job defensively. Don't get back. Don't stop the ball. And they were allowed to convert. Get the number game going.
Number 21 receives the ball. They look to get it to the inside. They go with the entry pass on the post. Turnaround jumper.
I tell you, what a nice turnaround jump shot. Soft as velvet, fading away, impossible to block.
The shooting guard with the ball. Goes up for two. The lay-in. Dick, this move going to the basket is definitely a candidate for our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Wow, Brad, that's a fantastic move. That may be our Pontiac game-changing performance.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Picked out of the air. Number 22 is seemingly at an emotional low point at this moment, Dick.
Hey, offensively, he's probably not feeling it. Defensively, he's been a step behind. He's going to have to turn things around.
They'll take a timeout right here. I get a feeling they've changed things up a little bit, Dick.
We'll see what they come up with, Brad.
They work it around the perimeter. That one goes back from whence it came. They run it up into transition. Looking for a good shot.
Escape the trap.
Cross court. He attempts the trifecta. That's definitely not the shot they were looking for, Dick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
A high screen. The power forward takes the feed. On the dribble, gives it up. He takes the open jumper. Nails the long-distance J. As we continue to track the game's tempo.
Long possessions, a few fast breaks is the reason for that, Brad.
Cross court. And has it rejected.
Defense did a great job with that block shot.
Moving it around the perimeter. Blocks the shot. Pushes it up. He's money with a shot. 3 points is the difference.
That's right, so somebody better guard the arc.
Cross court. He goes for the trifecta. He drains the shot. Work the perimeter.
Spacing's so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
He misses the J. And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
The tempo is definitely on the slower side. Something that works well for some teams and not so well for others.
For the bucket. Makes the shot. Timeout's been called, so let's check in with Aaron.
Well, I think at this juncture, it's important that the players on the court are all communicating. This is a message that the coaches will likely convey to their players. Everyone realizes that the margin for error is small and that paying attention to the details is the most important at this point. Let's see what happens.
What mindset, Dick, do coaches want their players to have when they leave a timeout?
Well, for me, Brad, I wanted my players to have a clear understanding of what the objectives were for the upcoming possessions. Timeouts are a great way to get your team back on track and a way to really alter the tempo of the game. Great coaches on the knack for calling timeouts at the right times.
Final thoughts, Dick. What are they?
Most points of emphasis are based on the team style of play. Delivering on all, if not most of those points, should help secure the victory. Understanding your team's strengths and weaknesses is so important, Brad. I can't emphasize that enough.
You've got to know your strengths and weaknesses, and if you don't, it often results in losses. I don't know about you, Dick, but I think today's Pontiac game-changing performance was obvious out there on the court. Dick, you look back, it was a great matchup. We expected it to be, and it turned out to be everything we'd hoped for.
I'll tell you one thing, the team has really responded as a unit, and they've taken advantage of the abilities of their stars.
Louisville loses a nail-biter.
They'll be disappointed to come up short to such an evenly matched team.
So for Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long. Here's a look at our main stars, our players of the game.
I tell you, being recognized as the player of the game is a great accomplishment for this young guy. However, getting the W is much better.
Welcome to the EA Sports Tournament of Legends. Well, here's a look at the Elite Eight and who they may be facing in the near future. The small forward position is going to be one to watch. We've got a great matchup tonight. Number 31 might be one of the best floor leaders in the country right now.
The player who'll be guarding tonight is more of a three-point specialist that'll put it up from anywhere.
Well, Dick, let's get this one started and see what happens. Points of emphasis, Dick. What do you got for us?
First off, put some additional pressure on the defense by spreading out the attack. All players should be a threat at the offensive end. Secondly, manage fatigue. Everyone makes silly mistakes when they are tired. Lastly, box out and limit the opponent to one shot per possession.
Duke gets control of the ball, and here we go. Working it around the perimeter for the bucket. Perfectly executed. Here comes the ball screen. Great composure to pass it out of the trap. Douglas receives the pass. Tries for two. Perfectly executed.
Coach looks on, focused, a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion.
They'll work it around the arc.
Hey, dodge one there, Brad.
Picks off the lazy pass. The Orange are on the run. His shot blocked from behind.
He set him up nicely.
Up and in. Looking for a good shot. There's a bad pass right to the defender. The Orange in attack mode.
A good fast break always results in a bucket, Brad.
The power forward takes the pass.
With anticipation defensively.
The Orange in transition. Way out on top. Controlling the ball. Way off target. On the outside. Ten seconds to get a shot off. Number 4 takes the feed. With the jumper. Can't connect. Rowe receives the ball. Good defensive stance there against the spin move.
Well, the key is to beat him to the spot, and he did a great job. He anticipated that spin move.
Now let's take a look here at the tempos for both these teams tonight.
Well, it looks like both of them are going to be battling to see who can control the tempo and put pressure on the opponent.
Williams may have escaped one there. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc looking for the open jumper. Now looking for the pick.
Hey, it's important that the dribbler really turns that corner hard when he's using that ball screen.
That was really a nonchalant pass. Get that sucker out of the game, man.
The lay-in.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Ten seconds on the clock. Goes up for two. Off the rim and no good. Up and in. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass. The frustration right there.
The shooting guard handles the pass. They work the perimeter. Picked off. For two. Way off target.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box. Nice looking bucket off the break, Brad.
Well, whose team tempo will win out? That's the question right here, Dick.
You know, Brad, tempo is always important. Every team has their philosophy, and it's up to the players to follow the game plan.
Nice to have you along with us tonight. Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews alongside. I'm Brad Nessler. We got a good one going.
Great defensive play. Anticipated well. When you're an anticipator, you got a chance to do well. A lot of guys, they're reactors. If you're a reactor, you're one step behind the action.
Now they work it around the perimeter. Stolen away. Looking to move it around the perimeter. Turnaround jumper. He bangs it in for another score.
And the hits just keep coming on, baby.
Let's check in with Aaron Andrews and what she's got in store for us. Aaron?
Coach has been very animated over here on the sidelines. His team is doing a great job of following strategy and playing that up-tempo style. I'm sure he'll continue to encourage them over the course of the game to ensure they don't stray away from what's working.
Aaron Andrews always close to the action. For the bucket, the lay-in. Thompson receives the pass. Missed the jumper. And a momentary look from three-point land. Now in transition.
They come away with a basket off the break.
The center handles the feed.
Dump it inside.
Great composure to pass it out of the trap. Cross court. Fires away. Sinks the shot. Thompson handles the feed.
I love that block shot, Brad. Really gives you a lot of momentum.
There's the tempo for the game thus far.
A little half-court action and a little fast breaking, Brad. As a result, we have a balanced tempo reading.
He passes it out of the trap. Picks off the pass. Douglas handles the feed. Trying to pack it inside. Now the turnaround jumper. The Orange have got to continue to get him the ball.
They need to keep feeding him the ball. It's simple.
All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Coach has been quite animated over here on the sidelines. It's all positive, though. He's pleased with the manner in which they're playing their up-tempo style. I overheard him saying that if this continues, he likes his team's chances. Guys?
Thanks, EA, our third member of our team, and our sideline reporter, keeping us up to date with what's taking place behind the scenes and around the bench. Good job, EA. Besides pushing the ball in transition and getting quick scores, Dick, what are some of the other things we can expect to see from up-tempo teams? They had his shot block. There's a nice block from behind, Dick.
Yeah, that's good timing for the defense.
Gave it up. On the shot clock. Cross court. Tries for two. Up and in. Well, let's take a look at the tempo each team is going to try to set for this game, Richard.
Well, whenever you have two teams looking to control the speed of the game, you need to keep your eye on how each team makes changes. Setting the tempo can be an advantage, but adapting can be just as important.
Number 23 gets his first minute.
Very strategic substitution, Brad. Good decision by the coach.
Let's check in courtside with Aaron Andrews. Aaron?
Brad, both coaching staffs expected this to be an even matchup. Who will throw the first punch, and how will the other react?
Thanks, EA. Aaron Andrews providing that extra bit of insight for us. He takes the board. Trying to feed the low block. Goes up for two. They are red hot right now.
They're feeling it from everybody on the floor, Brad. They're getting it from every spot on the court.
Coleman handles the pass. Inside. And they get the turnover. The small forward with the ball. Now trying to feed the low block. The orange in transition.
Hey, Brad, he finishes this one off the transition.
On the dribble, gives it up. For two. They still don't score. The point guard takes the feed. Both teams looking to get things going here. For the bucket, the lay-in.
Look at that spacing.
There was no doubt about that one. Gave it up. On the shot clock. The Orange have a hot hand right now that's scoring for them at the moment.
Daddy's on fire.
Up and inside. Great pass out of the trap, Brad.
On the outside. Escapes the trouble and makes a pass out. On the dribble, gives it up. Tries for two. Off the rim and no good. Gave it up. There's no fooling him. He gets the block in the post.
Look at him control the paint, Mr. Nessler. Get that stuff out of here, man.
Well, there's a turnover situation. I guess most notable, the number of points off turnover.
Well, Mr. Nessler, that's why you want to take care of the basketball. You want to protect it. Turnovers will result in points being scored at the other end. That's one statistic which coaches always monitor.
They're working around the perimeter. Takes away the pass, and back they come the other way.
Terrific score off the fast break.
Take a look right here. He explodes to the basket.
turnaround jumper. He can't miss.
Hey, this young man's feeling it, Brad.
Number 23, Coleman, 4-2.
Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. Goes up for two. Up and in. Well, Dick, this would be a great candidate for our Pontiac game-changing performance right here.
I'll tell you, take a look at great move attacking the basket, and better yet, a great candidate for a Pontiac game-changing performance.
They work it around the perimeter. Picked out of the air. The small forward gets the pass. For two. The lay-in. Well, let's take a look at the tempo each team is going to try to set for this game. Richard?
Well, whenever you have two teams looking to control the speed of the game, you need to keep your eye on how each team makes changes. Setting the tempo can be an advantage, but adapting can be just as important.
He rips the nets for another score.
He's absolutely unconscious.
On the dribble, gives it up, steals a pass. For the bucket, up and in. Inside. The students are all fired up and ready to do whatever's necessary to help their team win.
The student body looks like they're ready to terrorize the opposition.
Looking for a good shot. Tries for two. Shots off the mark. Teams will play all sorts of tempos and styles these days, Dick. What are some of the characteristics of up-tempo teams?
Up-tempo teams typically have some great athletes, people that can really get out in transition, who really can run exceptionally well and also can jump exceptionally well.
Moving it around the perimeter. Five-second count winding down. Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Can't elude the trap.
Well done. Great trap.
He passes it out of the trap. Rowe receives the ball. Gave it up. The ball goes out of bounds. Oh, that's going to be a costly turnover, Dick.
I'll tell you, turnovers can absolutely destroy a team.
Working it around the perimeter. Number 34 with the foul. First team foul. He dribbles around the trap.
He wasn't afraid of that trap.
Douglas may have escaped one there.
I tell you, they all want to take it to the rack. High wire rack, baby. Little tipsy-do dunkaroo.
They'll work it around the arc. Now in transition.
There should be an easy bucket here, Mr. Nessler.
Goes up for two. Comes up empty. On the dribble, gives it up. Intercepted. For two. Way off target. What do you think, Dick?
They need a timeout here, Brad.
The shooting guard receives the pass. Looking for a good shot.
That was a great effort right there, trying to play that passing lane, anticipating really well.
For the bucket, the lay-in. Tries for two. He can't get the hoop to fall. Douglas handles the pass. He squares up down on the low block.
I tell you, teach your player to face up. You get in triple threat position. You can drive, shoot, or you can pass.
Rowe handles the pass. He shoots from left of the circle. Off the mark. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
These teams are selectively pushing the ball and looking for transition opportunities.
Outside jumper. Not there. Up and in. Goes up for two. The lay-in. And there's sort of a snapshot of our game tempo.
That's a great indication of how frantic the pace has been, Brad.
On the outside. For two. Up and in. Rowe handles the feed. Trying to feed inside. Now the turnaround jumper. Tremendous rebound.
These kids are great at positioning themselves for the ball.
Goes up with it. Missed the jumper. At the end of the first half, the Orange lead by 11. Best play of that half. Let's take another look. Let's revisit those points of emphasis, Dick.
Brad, I look at the graphic, and there are definitely not enough check marks. That indicates that the team is not playing their style. It's very difficult to win often if you're not playing your style.
They've got to do what they do and play their style. Some great points there, Mr. Vitale. Let's see how they make out in the second half. Owen checks in the game again.
Hey, always interesting to see how players respond after a bit of a breather.
Dick, it's all about teamwork, and as we start the second half and take a look at our player matchup update, it's pretty even.
I'll tell you, really great balance out there because you look at the Stars right now, they're getting the ball in the right place on the court where they can be effective.
Duke has a lot more turnovers than I'm used to seeing them have in a first half, Dick.
I must admit it, I'm still trying to figure out their game plan. Do they think they can win without any offensive possessions? It would take a miracle for that to happen.
He passes it out of the trap. Cross court. Eludes the trap there. He shoots from the baseline. He hits a bullseye again.
And he's feeling it from everywhere, baby.
Douglas receives the pass. For the bucket, the lay-in.
They've got a shooter spotting up on the three-point line.
Isolated on the outside. They're working around the arc, looking for the open jumper. They get an open look for three. He gets another shot off and in.
Hey, this show's about to start, Brad.
There may be a pick and roll here, Dick.
You've got to love the pick and roll, especially when it's run to perfection, Brad.
Tries for two. Up and in. They may have to do a strategic switch here on defense.
Hey, good luck on that, Brad. Handled trap really well there, Brad.
Goes up for two. Perfectly executed.
They can't keep these guys from scoring.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
Rowe, pump fakes. They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Let's go courtside. What do you got for us, Aaron?
Well, Brad and Dick, as you know, points in the paint is a stat that coaches will readily look at, comparing their team's dominance in this category with opposition. Establishing that inside presence is an important facet of consistent success.
I think she's right about that, Richie.
I'll tell you one thing, she's essentially right. Down to the post is where you create a lot of offensive action.
Everybody into the act right now, and you can tell by the cheerleaders on the sideline how things are going.
Isn't that what makes college so special? The enthusiasm of the cheerleaders, the mascot, everybody involved.
He'll shoot two. Cash it in. Two at the charity stripe. Well, here's a look at the tempo for both teams tonight, Dick.
You know, it's crucial, Brad, that both teams stick to their style of play. If not, the chances of them winning definitely decreases.
For two, the land. The small forward with the ball. Gave it up.
He didn't have the good angle. They should have got it to him about a second earlier.
The Orange in attack mode. What should they do here, Dick?
I'd call a timeout and see what's going on out there. There's definitely some miscommunication happening.
The shooting guard gets the ball. The ball goes out of play. Dick, how's that backcourt comparison shaping up, do you think?
Hey, Brad, that's a question that these coaches should be asking themselves. How can they, as coaches, get the most out of their guards? Are they quick enough to pressure the opponent, or offensively, can they create off the dribble? To me, it's about finding the weaknesses and attacking them.
He might be on his way to a career game, partner.
Well, he will, Brad, if they don't get somebody on him in a hurry.
They work the perimeter. They get an open three. The Blue Devils have found a player who cannot seem to miss, Dick.
They need to keep feeding the ball. It's simple.
A little two-man action. Coleman handles the feed. That spin move not successful, Dick.
I did a great job on the defense, not allowing him to make that turn.
The Orange have got to continue to get him the ball.
Daddy's on fire.
The shooting guard takes the feed.
I'll tell you, he missed the post guy. The post guy had the great angle, was locking on the box.
He intercepts it. The Orange in attack mode. Douglas handles the feed. Gets the J to fall. Passes it out of the trap. Now they work it around the perimeter. Jumped in front to take it away. The Orange pushing the ball in transition. That's going to be charging.
I disagree, but great play.
Points off turnovers, Dick. A stat I know coaches pay a lot of attention to.
Hey, Brad, it sure is. You want to limit your opponent's number of points off turnovers. Ultimately, you want to nullify the easy basket.
Looking to move it around the perimeter. He puts up the tray. The Blue Devils have a hot hand right now that's scoring for them at the moment.
They need to keep feeding the ball. It's simple. Terrific block shot, though. He's a dominator blocking shots on the interior.
Jumper didn't look pretty, I can tell you that. That baby was ugly.
On the dribble, gives it up. Eludes the trap there. Kicks it out. Wide open. Long jumper won't go. The small forward receives the ball. He could not get more wide open. He sinks another basket. What are they going to do with this guy, Dick?
I don't know, Brad, but they better do it quickly.
Thompson handles the pass. And a momentary look from three-point land. Tries for two. Up and in. The point guard handles the pass. Picks off the lazy pass. The point guard with the ball. And that was just coast to coast for the score. The shooting guard gets the pass.
He almost found himself in some trouble there, Brad.
Number 34 has been negatively influenced by his play and the events which have unfolded here.
I hate to see a young man struggle like this.
Kicks it out. The fake. He puts up the J. He is just lighting it up, Dick.
He's beating his man to the spot and hit the shots, Brad. Dump it inside.
Eludes the trap there. Goes up for two. The lay-in. Nobody seems to know where to go on defense, Dick.
They've got to talk this one over.
Coleman receives, blocks the shot. Gave it up. Williams may have escaped one there. Now looking to attack. For two. Up and in. Player fatigue seems to have set in here, Dick.
Look at that spacing.
On the shot clock. Cross court. He puts up the three ball. He missed. As we continue to track the game's tempo.
These teams are selectively pushing the ball and looking for transition opportunities.
The lay-in. Pushes it up. Picked off. Rowe receives the pass. Here they come now on a turnover. Kicks it out.
Look at the offensive charge.
So that one's going the other way. All right, let's check in third member of our team again. Here's Aaron Andrews.
Brad, before the game, both coaches and players said they were looking forward to tonight's matchup. Whose weaknesses will be exposed and who will really step up, guys?
EA, of course, our third member, getting that additional insight and dealings from the sideline. He runs the fast break for the bucket. Up and in. Well, let's take a look at the tempo each team is going to try to set for this game, Richard.
Well, whenever you have two teams looking to control the speed of the game, you need to keep your eye on how each team makes changes. Setting the tempo can be an advantage, but adapting can be just as important.
On the dribble, gives it up. goes out of bounds. So the pass will come in from the baseline.
Trying to go inside.
That spin move not successful, Dick.
I tell you, great job by the defense, not allowing him to make that turn.
And there's what the game tempo is looking like tonight.
We've seen a combination of both short and long possessions here, Brad. Nothing wrong with that if that's your team's ideal style of play. Up and inside.
Tries for two. Goes up for two. The lay-in. For two. Perfectly executed. On the outside.
Great composure to pass it despite the trap, Brad.
Number 00 handles the pass. He hits it. For the bucket. No. Number 21 gets the ball. Down inside.
Great defensive play. Anticipated well. When you're an anticipator, you got a chance to do well. A lot of guys, they're reactors. If you're a reactor, you're one step behind the action.
Cross court. Seconds left on the shot clock. The Orange looking to attack now in transition.
Escape the trap.
The point guard handles the feed. Gave it up. And the ball goes out of play. Now let's see what they do with the inbounds play on the baseline. Ten on the shot clock. Tries for two. Up and in.
I need to see that again in slow-mo.
Perimeter. Stolen away. And again, they look to run. Goes up for two. The lay-in. On the dribble, gives it up. The ball goes out of bounds. I've seen you out there with pom-poms, Mr. Vitale, but not looking that good.
I'll tell you what, don't look that good. I can't dance like that, baby. Excellent spacing. That's so important to a good offensive set. It's even more important to have talented guards like they have.
Yeah, that helps. 10 seconds to put it up. Picks off the pass. They work it around the perimeter. Takes away the pass. Number 21 gets the ball. For two. Up and in. Looking for a good shot. Defensively down on the low block, and there's a steal.
Terrific job anticipating, reading the offense, and making that steal.
The point guard handles the pass. For the bucket. Off the rim and no good. Moving it around the perimeter. Picked out of the air.
Hey, dodge one there, Brad.
Work the perimeter.
Spacing so important. Get 15 to 17 feet apart.
Tries for two.
The lane.
Roll that replay ready, boys.
Number 23 handles the pass. Goes up for two. Up and in. There's the tempo for the game thus far.
The back and forth action is definitely the reason why we are getting that reading, Brad.
Working it around the perimeter.
Great pass out of the trap, Brad.
Number 12 blocks it. Dick, you were a math teacher. Mathematically, I think this one's over.
It is over, Brad. I'm no math major, but even I can figure this one out.
He makes the block. Great composure to pass it out of the trap. They'll work it around the arc. Steals a pass. The Orange now looking for a basket in transition. For the deuce. The lay-in. Pushes it. For the bucket. Way off target. Up and in. On the elbow, they feed down to the low block. Tries for two. Can't get the shot to go. Looking for a good shot. Goes up for two. 10 on the shot clock. On the outside. Intercepted. Isolated on the outside. They work it around the arc looking for the open jumper. He knocks down another bucket.
This kid's got skills, Brad.
Number 34 takes the pass. Pull-up jumper left side. Missed it. There's a look at the current tempo for the game.
Well, Brad, as the meter indicates, the game has been pretty balanced in terms of tempo. Some short possessions and a few longer ones.
For two. Off the rim and no good.
Trying to get that ball movement, get that good spacing.
He rejects it. The lay-in. Cross court.
Handled the trap really well there, Brad.
They'd like to get it inside to the low block. Unable to so far. Nice job of packing it in defensively.
Yeah, they're really doing a great job packing it in. Did a great job of anticipating that lateral pass.
Here's a nice face-up down on the low block.
Oh, he did a great job face-up and then just attacked them and took it to the basket.
Coleman receives the pass. Coleman is really turning some heads right now. He's on fire.
Brad, he's on fire.
Pushes it up. Shot clock is dead. Goes up for two. Up and in. Gave it up. It's all about playing your team style, Dick. Any final thoughts?
Brad, a good game plan is important. The points of emphasis are a great guide in helping teams focus on the key components which will help a team get that done.
You've got to know your style and play within it. Such an important part of the game. Dick, you know, it's always great to look back and see how the marquee matchup played out.
I'll tell you one thing, Brad, that's great to watch individually. But remember, this is a team game, so it's really how the team responds as a unit.
Substitution. Duke.
Number 11 checks in for the first time.
I'll tell you, this is what they need coming off the bench, Brad.
Duke gets destroyed.
After a game like that, it's hard to believe that these two teams were close in the standings.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for being along. For Dick Vitale and Aaron Andrews, I'm Brad Nessler. Players of the game for this one. Here they are.
Get that W, baby. Get that W, and that's what it's all about.
You